Mainly wanted to talk about the genitalia being treated like animals.
Genitalia.
You mean
Or
the
not
goyim? You mean the Gentiles?
Gentiles.
Gentiles.
I want this to get out there because a lot of people have this argument, and I've had this argument before. It's not true. You believe the Talmud says that Gentiles, like myself, are like animals.
Yes.
It talks about how God created man in his image, right? When you look at Sanhedrin, right, which is part of the Talmud, the Sanhedrin, that's where it comes from, the idea where it says whoever destroys a single life is considered as if he destroyed the entire world. Okay, that's in Jewish thought in the Talmud. And then if you look at another part of Sanhedrin, it talks about the righteousness of all nations have a share in the world to come. Goy means non-Jew. Colloquially, that's true. But it literally means nation, right? In fact, it actually refers to the Jews as Goy, Goy Kadol. When it talks about in Sanhedrin, in the Talmud, it says the righteousness of all nations have a share in the world to come. They are saying that Jew and Gentile, as long as it's righteous, in the Jewish way, that means following the 7 laws of Noah, have a share in the world to come. Jews are the only Abrahamic religion that literally says you don't got to be a Jew to have a share in the world to come. And so I do find it interesting that people try to apply this idea towards Jews that they think they're better than everyone else, or that they think so lowly of non-Jews, when they're the only ones out of all the Abrahamic religions that say, hey, you have a share in the same world that I have to come. There's a part of the Talmud that specifically says, is it true that a Gentile, non-Jew, that studies Torah, is he like, it either says an animal or not a man? Okay. And a lot of people, they read that part, they clip it, they post it on the internet, and they stop. So the problem is if you and I had a conversation and you said to me, like, hey, don't you think all non-Christians are pieces of shit? I'm like, no, it actually doesn't say that. And you and I came to an agreement that, hey, we should love everyone even if they're not a Christian. Now imagine if someone was screen recording the live, took your first sentence, posted it on the internet, and said, this is what Owen believes. That's similar to what people are doing with the Talmud. The Jewish people are called men, Adam, but Gentiles are not called men, Adam. And so if you stop right there, then it's like, wait, well, hold on, wait a minute. Is it saying Gentiles are not men? Then if you keep reading, which most people do not, and the person is Nefesh Adam. Nefesh is like soul. Adam is a man. So a man's soul worth 16,000. And this comes from the book of Numbers, again, the Torah, which indicates that Gentiles are also referred to as Adam. The Gemara answers they are given this title due to the need to distinguish the people taken captive from the animals that were taken as spoils of war. From where is it derived that even a Gentile who engages in Torah study is considered like a high priest? It is not stated priests, Levites, and Israelites, but rather the general term person. Even a Gentile who engages in the study of Torah is like a high priest. If Jews thought that Gentiles were not like men, he wouldn't say that. He's saying that a Gentile is also equally like a person.
Then I was wrong. I mean,
No problem. No, I appreciate it. I hope that helps.